Katerina, I suggest that in this video, we discuss with you our matchmaking process, how do we currently work, where do we get our database members from, because I believe the majority of people associate us only with introductions in our home city, Kharkov, and I hope and I feel quite confident actually that we will get this format back as soon as this madness is over, because I really miss it. But during last several years, during COVID, we have already practicing doing something else, something new, adding other types of services. So I believe it would be a good idea to actually talk about it.
Yes, I totally agree with you. And I think that our subscribers and just viewers, our potential clients, current clients, they have to know more details about how we work now, because the format has changed. That's true, especially during last 4 years, I think, since COVID started. So the format was changing, and now it is really changed, and we have to discuss it and to show differences that we have now, and maybe more people will be interested to get to know more details about it. And first of course, it's important to say that now you don't have to come to Ukraine to meet with ladies, because it's one of the common messages that we get when people request forms on our site, when people send us emails asking about how the process is going now. So you have to understand.
Can you describe the process? Okay, that was quite a long beginning. Like in simple terms, what is the process like?
As usually, you can request form on our site from the beginning, or you can send email to Svetlana at Diolli.com.
You mean fill in the request form?
Request form on our official site, or you can send just email to Svetlana at Diolli.com or Katerina at Diolli.com, and we will send you like our standard questionnaire like we did before. So this step didn't change. We get some simple starting information about you, not to spend time during the consultation on it. So we are prepared for the first consultation with you, and after that we schedule the first consultation. So it happens, this first step, it takes just a very short period of time. So it will not take you 4 weeks to wait for the consultation.
So you can do it within 1 week. So you have requested the first free consultation, you have asked the questions, Katerina has answered the questions, we have discussed the time. If this week or this very week, for example, the windows that I have in my schedule, they align with your schedule, with the time difference, because we have clients all around the globe. So it is important to take into consideration the time difference. And we will schedule this 30-minute call. So I will tell really quickly what's happening during this 30-minute call. Pretty much I ask you questions based on the questionnaire that you have filled in. So we kindly ask all people who fill in this questionnaires to actually answer all the questions, so that during our consultation, I don't have to ask you like, and how old are your kids, because you haven't filled it in, or for how long have you been divorced, because you have mentioned that you are divorced, but you have skipped the next question, so that we can actually talk more about who you are, what is your current life like, what is your dating life like, what type of a woman you would like to meet and why, so that we can actually give more attention to this. And after this call, usually I give a homework, a certain task to our potential clients. In some cases I don't, but usually I do, depending on what we discuss, to understand the direction a little bit better. Then we ask our potential client to actually finish his homework, or maybe we have some additional questions. And after that, if we understand the process, if we understand the direction, the process, in a sense, that the process of what this exact gentleman wants to achieve with the matchmaking process, the type of a woman, type of relationship he wants to have, it is really important that you are honest with us. Because if from the very beginning you're not upfront and you try to hide something, it's not going to work. It will backfire to you, because, well, you will mislead the whole search process, the whole process of interviews. And after that, we will pretty much suggest you to become our client. We will sign the official contract. We will discuss the criteria, search criteria, like, for example, age group, languages she speaks. Right now, I would say 95% of our database members speak English. And I really want to boast right now with our database, because it's my pride and joy. And I would say that we didn't have the base of this quality in years. No, we had a good database in Ukraine as well. But right now, like, we have database members all around United States, all around European Union, the UK, in Australia, in China, in Vietnam, in Dubai, in Doha, so you name it. And the quality of the database, because these women, many work for international companies, speak several languages. So it is pure joy to conduct those interviews. And I like the geography. Of course, sometimes it is confusing when you today have a call with a woman from Tbilisi, then from Astana, then from Sydney, then it is California, then it is New York, and then it is one of Carolinas in United States, and you have to keep track of all these time differences. So, and after that, after we have signed the contract, you are payers. Yes, you provide the payment. The first consultation is complimentary. And why do we do this call? We want to make sure that what you are looking for is something we can deliver. We want to understand who you are, if what you want matches with what our database members want. Because if it doesn't align, it doesn't make any sense to even start to invest our time, your money into the process. Maybe the service is not for you. Maybe you will do better doing Tinder or like dating locally. So we take all these steps prior to actually signing the agreement and taking your money, because we want to understand you and if we are the right company for you, because we are not for everyone. And again, you have to be very upfront and very honest.
Yes, and also I want to pay your attention that if after you give us your feedback after the first consultation, when we understand your preferences, your expectations better, if after that we offer you to start the matchmaking process with us, it means that we see the potential of working with you. We understand that we can introduce you to the right potential matches from our base. Of course, a lot depends on you. Of course, your responsibility will be also present. So it's very important to understand that. But if we offer you to start the matchmaking process, it means that we understand the direction of that search. And the question after that, do you think you can introduce me? If we offer you to start the matchmaking process with us, it automatically means that we see the positive results, potential positive results of our matchmaking process. It means that
You
we
say no quite often.
Of course. If we
Usually, when requests are unrealistic or expectations are unrealistic.
Yes, if your expectations are unrealistic, or for some reason we understand that we can't fulfill your expectations, then we would never offer you to start the matchmaking process with us, because there is no sense for that. Like you said correctly, we will not waste our time, your money for that if we don't see that this process really can be successful. So if we offer you to start a matchmaking process with
Can
us,
you give a few examples? Why, for example, we can say no, that we can't have you as a client?
of course, the first example that comes into my mind will be the huge age difference. So when we discuss, we have even this question in our standard questionnaire that we give our clients to fill in before the first consultation. We have this question about the potential age group of ladies that the client wants to meet. And sometimes people give their some age group that maybe they think we preferably want to see there. But then during the consultation, he starts to say that how he deals well with ladies 15, 20,
Katerina,
25.
my favorite, this 50, he was in his 50s, and he said that he can't imagine touching a woman older than 35.
Yes, so
And his ex-wife was his age. His ex-girlfriend was maybe 5 years younger. So he can't imagine touching a woman who is older than 35. And his reasons were, why should I pay a matchmaker if I can get someone my age like for free? And if I'm paying a matchmaker, I want to date someone under 35. You're not buying a match. You're not buying a girlfriend. You're not buying a wife. You pay for the service. So you pay pretty much, you pay us so that you don't have to create an account on Tinder, text for weeks, go out on numerous first dates, seeing that people don't look like their pictures. You won't have to face no-show ups, ghosting, and people who lie about their intention, about their age, about the number of kids, etc., etc. So pretty much we will get you the dates. It's like we went on these first dates instead of you to check that she is who she claims she is, her age, that she looks like her pictures, that she has serious intentions about meeting someone, that she is actually single, that all the information in her profile is true and accurate, and we have double checked that. And you go out on a date, so we will get you the dates. We will save you lots of time, and we will share with you all the tips and advice. We will equip you with all our experience, practical experience. It is up to you whether actually to use these dating tips and advice, to implement them into your current dating strategy, or to ignore them. Sometimes people ignore our dating tips and advice and they get same old results, because if you do it the old way, you won't get new results. Because if on a date you're kind of passive, you're not really present, you don't know how to build communication, you're not flirty, and you have ignored all our tips because you believe that, hey, I have paid a matchmaker. You have paid a matchmaker to be on that date, to skip all the process of searches, interviews, like going out with numerous people. You already have the date, but you haven't paid for her attention. You haven't paid for her interest. You haven't paid for her liking you. It's impossible. So you on a date will actually have to build this communication, cleared, get her attention, and get her attention to that level so that she wants to go out with you on the second date. And you will get the feedback why, for example, first date has worked out, didn't work out, what he can do better next time, what actually has happened. So it is really important to understand the difference, because sometimes people believe I have paid a matchmaker, it means automatically that I can demand to date someone way out of my league, someone way younger, way more attractive, someone who speaks like 5 languages, owns her business, who is very glamorously beautiful, and who in real life would never ever pay attention on a guy like him. So it's not the way to date way out of your league. Though, of course, in a sense, international dating, you will get access to women who have exotic beauty, exotic accents, who look different, who feel different, because when you go out on a date, there is this beauty of differences, variety of cultures, and it will feel more romantic if you can appreciate these differences. But it's not an easy way to date way out of your league and to buy attention. It's not that service. So sometimes people confuse it all and they believe that, okay, I have paid the matchmaker. So in my country, women my age, it's hard to get their attention. But if I have hired a matchmaker, someone 15, 20, 30 years younger, oh, piece of cake. No, it's not going to work. We will still
yes,
work with your pictures. And a few times over the years, men have hired us after listening to us explaining all the matchmaking process, whom we can attract them to, what we can do for them. And when we start introducing them, they say that, oh, but these are like just normal women you introduced me to. They don't look like young Monica Bellucci. But we work with your pictures. We work with your situation, your age, your profession, your highs, your marital status, kids from your previous marriages. We work with you. and we represent you, and women choose you. We can't work with photos of young Brad Pitt or Jared Butler or another superstar. No, we have to work with your pictures to get you dates with women from our database during the interview and during the interviews. And yes, of course, we take into consideration, we think about your preferences, that you want to date someone, for example, who's on the slimmer side, someone who has longer hair, someone who takes good care of her looks. But we work with your photos.
Yeah, it's very important to understand the difference that when you hiring a matchmaker, you don't buy matches. You buy the service, you buy the process of introductions, and of course that's true that if you go, for example, like you think that you hire a matchmaker that will introduce you to people, to ladies from another country, another culture, then you can date out of your league. So of course you take yourself always wherever you go, whatever you do, it's you who do it. So of course we also have our own red flags that we can see during the consultation, during the communication with the client, before the consultation, and of course when he does his homework, we also see those red flags. When, for example, during the consultation, he said that he wants to date a little younger, 5-7 years, it's okay. It's important that she has to be a well-educated, a smart woman, very kind. But when he does his homework, we see that appearance is the only thing he pays his attention to. So when
or he
we
starts
show
sending you pictures. Do you remember the guy who sent us pictures, and all those women, they look like cartoon characters because they all had like huge boobs, really tiny waist, and like very wide hips, and they look like the sex dolls. And when we have mentioned to him that there is no way that a woman with such body type exists in real life, because, well, her spine would have broken if she had this boobs and these hips and a tiny waist like that, because you actually have to have stomach there, you have to have your liver there, so you can't put it there. And he said that, no, this is whom I want to date. We didn't end up having him as a client, of course. Or for example, this man who sent us pictures from sex websites where you can buy, you can pay for love, and really trashy one like with XXX sense, tell him that this is the type of natural beauty. I can tell that she will be a good mother. She looks like an angel from a porn site. So I want to date someone like her.
Angel's different, maybe in his opinion, Angel doesn't look like that. So guys, believe have unrealistic expectations, we will see it. We will definitely see it during the consultation, after it, during communication with you, when you give us your homework, we will see it. So there is no sense to be not honest with us from the beginning, and then during the process you will start to show us your real face and your real preferences like you think. No, we will see it beforehand. We will see that your expectations are unrealistic, and we would never offer you to start the matchmaking process with us if we understand that they are totally unrealistic, and we can't fulfill any obligations that we take when we sign in the contract with you. Because I want to remind that we work with all our clients officially. We have an official agreement that we sign in. We put the criteria of the future search into the agreement before, after we approve it with the client. So before signing of the agreement, we approve the criteria list. Then we put it into the official agreement, and we use, so this list of criteria is not just for the paper. We really use it during the interviews, during the process. So it's very important to understand that. And we would
Katerina,
never offer you to
I want to contradict you, but a few times men have actually tricked us. So within the last 15 years, we had a few cases when gentlemen, during the interviews, with lots of sincerity and honesty in their eyes, sincerity and honesty in their eyes, were claiming that they just want to meet someone serious, someone kind, someone decent, someone who will love them the way they are, someone who will appreciate that he's okay. He's not a wealthy man, but he's really hardworking, and he is really good in history, and he is really kind. He's really down to earth. So he wants a woman who will appreciate him the way he is. And later on, when we start the process, these people have showed their true colors, that it was just a mask, that all I want is to date someone who is kind, who will talk history, discuss history with me. And then turned out that this woman is not hot for him because her boobs are too small, or her face is ugly, or she's too old, or she's not glamorously looking enough, or her clothes is, it looks trashy and not expensive enough.
Yes, during many years, we can count maybe just several cases like that.
Yes, on
but,
one hand.
you have to...
On one hand,
Yes,
because
but...
I want to tell right now to all people who are watching it and who consider becoming a matchmaking client, you have to be very upfront, because you will waste your time, our time. You will waste your money as well, but I think time is more important, because you can't buy it. You can't refund time. Okay, money, yes, it took you time and effort and skills to earn those, but time is more precious. So when you are not upfront from the very beginning, because this man, they knew they wanted to date someone way out of their league, someone way younger, someone who would never choose them back. And they knew if we would say no, if from the very beginning they would tell us what they wanted.
And who wins in this situation? Nobody, because you just wasted your time, our time, and you will end up empty-handed, because there is no sense to start. You have to be upfront and honest, first of all, with yourself. So if you talk to yourself honestly, I'm sure you will understand that it's impossible to date such type of ladies that you have in your imagination, for you, in your case. So nobody wins in this case. So if you want to to play with fantasies and to lie to us in the beginning, then to start
first of all, to lie to yourself, because yes, you can trick us into starting this matchmaking process with you. My favorite was this man. It happened prior to the war, when we were still doing dates in Kharkov, when we have interviewed and pre-selected 5 matches based on the agreement for this man. We ended up introducing him to 6 ladies, not 5 as an agreement, because we usually do an extra date. Like, all our clients know that we can do that because we want our clients to have the results they want and they deserve. And why I tell deserve, because a lot depends on you. So this man, he flew over. We have started introducing him to ladies. Ladies who were looking forward to meet him, who were pre-selected for him, who also have invested their hopes, hearts into these days, because you know, it's, of course, it's like a lottery. Like, when you go out on a date, you never know whether you will meet the love of your life or it will be just another first date. But still, you try to think that, who knows, maybe he will be the one. So I will buy a new dress, I will take a day off, I will put a makeup on, I will do my hair, so I will look my best. And he was in his 50s. The ladies were in their early 40s. One lady was in her late 30s. And after the date, after like leading ours and all those ladies, the man said that, you know what, it's just not going to work, because I'm just not attracted to somebody in their 40s. You have to start introducing me to someone younger. And I remember this phrase. I was like, really? So we have conducted all those interviews, like, and usually to set a client on one date, it's about 15, 20, sometimes 30 interviews to pre-select one lady. So all these hours of intense work of our psychologist, the whole team, myself, Katerina, everyone, ladies' time to pre-select those ladies, to approve them with him. And he pretty much, he just puts zero value into it. So he disvalues it and tell that now you have to start doing it all over again. And my idea was that he had this idea all the time in his head to just go through the dates and then tell that it's not going to work. So you have to go younger.
And of course, you can predict how his matchmaking process has finished. Of course, he ended up empty-handed because he was trying to lie, first of all, to himself, then to us, and when he has met the ladies, they were not only ladies who matched the criteria of the search, who were interested to be introduced to him, but they also were approved by him. So he
so he saw all the pictures, all the details, and they were excited to meet him. And he was telling us that he was excited to meet them as well. And just the first dates, and then we got him like the 6th complimentary date, but he didn't want to even try to get to know any of them because he has already made his mind that like 40, and he was in his 50s. She's like way too old for me, and they want someone. So his idea was to trick us to introduce him to someone in their 30s, 20s.
Yes, and usually it's the same case. Usually it happens with guys who thinks that they look way much younger than their age. Usually it happens with these guys when they say that, but I'm so energetic, I look much younger than my age. So, of course, if you try to be not honest with yourself, with us, and you give us wrong signals, that yes, I want to meet someone just serious, she has to be smart and kind, of course appearance is important, but it's not the number one priority for me. When you do everything, when you give us the positive feedback about the profile, so you give us very positive homework, you like everyone, you say only positive feedback about everything, so of course you send us
he runs into the process, and then he will start showing his true colors. So sometimes it happens, unfortunately, also during interviews with database members, but here it's quite easy to vet them out, because you know what, first interviewer, like some ladies try to be on their best behavior, and then like when you do second interview with her, you can see her true colors. And sometimes it's not that she doesn't want a relationship. For example, I was talking to this lady and she just got a new job. She's a flight attendant, and she was so excited about this job, about all this traveling and all this, the new company where she currently works, that she can fly and stay at such pretty hotels, and the team she works with. And I have asked her, and what about a relationship? When will you find time for it? Like, is it a priority for you right now? And she was like, oh, maybe when I actually return back to my flat once per month, I will have some time for a date. So in this case, I can't say that she wanted to lie to us. She wanted to lie to herself, that she can have this new job, all these opportunities to travel, and she can squeeze a relationship in there. But actually, like during the interview, I think she also realized that a relationship is not on the plate right now for her, because she has other priorities. So it takes time to actually conduct all those interviews. And with database members, of course, when you have a big database, it's okay to say no to people. With clients, it's also okay to say no during the first interview when you understand that you can't give him what he wants, when his expectations about his own value are so delusional. Like Katerina, so many guys have mentioned that, oh, like everybody everybody will want to date me. I want to know that they are going to date me, not just because I'm American. And sometimes you have to explain that actually the fact that you come from the United States, it will be a disadvantage, because if you're going to date women in Europe, you will have to build this relationship. There will be a long distance phase, and then she will have to relocate. So your relationship have to be so strong and so fulfilling that she is ready to actually live her life in Europe, to relocate and to be with you.
Of course, because when all people think that moving to another country, of course, it's not easy for everyone, especially if that country is located so far. But like you said in the beginning, now we have this huge benefit that we have worldwide base now, and we have ladies in different countries. And also, if we come back to the matchmaking process, because like we wanted to give more how we work now. Yes,
That's a good idea.
yes. So when we offer you to start the matchmaking process with us, to sign in the official agreement, after that you make the payment for the service, and after that the process started. So don't think that like before, how it happened when people when guys came to Ukraine to meet with ladies. Usually it took us near 2 months to prepare for his trip, to conduct the interview.
Yes.
Months, yes. It depended on the criteria list, how difficult it was, how the search was complicated. So now the time frames changed. Because when you start the matchmaking process, in 2 or 3 weeks, you will get already the first introduction, because you will start to communicate with ladies in Zoom. You will have an opportunity to get to know each other better. Here, I want to make a very important point that you will get all the necessary recommendations regarding the online communication too, because some
By
guys.
online communication, you mean like a Zoom video date or a FaceTime video date? So it's not like a video date built into our website. So you will have her contact details, and usually people prefer to text to ask you out on the Zoom date. Well, of course, if you're located like 2 hours drive from each other, or if you're talking about Europe, it's 2-3 hours drive. We recommend to actually jump into your car or hop into the train and to see each other in person. So it's individual, depending on your locations of your matches, and your decision wherever you're open to date. Like, was it only around Europe, or was it only United States, Canada, or are you open to actually fly to her regardless where she is located around this world? Of course, safe locations.
Safe locations, and of course we would recommend you not to be so strict about the geographical frames where you want to meet. Of course, if you are open to travel, first of all, it's romantic to travel to meet, and of course the pool of possible candidates is wider if you are not limited with one country, or like a very short list of countries. So of course, the pool of possible candidates, it's very important, by the way, whom we will interview when we start the matchmaking process with you. So we won't recommend you to limit yourself. And you will get all the necessary recommendations for this stage. For the first, if you start communicating like with Zoom dates, for these Zoom dates, how to behave, how to schedule them, how to communicate. So you will get all the necessary recommendations. So don't be afraid that if you have never had this experience in your life of online dates in Zoom, that you don't know how to make this first texting with a lady, how to communicate with her, you will get all the necessary recommendations. So you can calm down about that, and be sure that everything will go fine. The ladies, they also get the necessary coaching. It's very important to understand too, because our psychologist, matchmaker, they work not only and coach not only you, but they work with ladies
your
too.
matches.
Yes, with your matches, yes. So they will get the necessary coaching too. So if we do everything to raise the chances as high as it is possible. So of course, it depends on you. A big percentage depends on you, how you communicate, how you behave. But you will get all the necessary basic information that will help you to be successful in it. So you start to communicate with ladies when we conduct the interviews, and of course, if you're so lucky to have her in your city, maybe, or in some city that is not far from you, then we recommend you not to waste time just on texting and communicating online, but to actually to meet and to understand, because of course the offline meeting, face-to-face meeting, it's a number one way to understand if there can be any interest between you. It's the best way to get to know each other better. And you will get, I want to pay attention again, you will get the first introductions in 2-3 weeks. So the time frames have changed, and it's important to remember that. During your communication with ladies, you will also get the coaching hours, because they are included into the service packages. So all the necessary advice, everything you will get. If you have some misunderstanding with ladies, I'm not talking about language barrier now, because you said correctly that 95% of our female base, they speak English. So to be honest, I can't even remember that during the last 2 or maybe more years we had some problems with language barrier or some misunderstanding based on the language. So I think this problem went to past already. So you will communicate with ladies. You will not need the help of interpreter because they speak English. So it is up to you just to start this process, to start this journey, and to get your matches as fast as it is possible now. You will get all the assistance during the process. So in my opinion, the process became easier in some point, so faster, because you will meet ladies faster. But the quality of the process, it is still very high, because when we provided dates in Kharkov, it was very high. We always say it's very important for us to provide high quality services. And the quality didn't change. So we provide you with personal service based on all our standards, and it didn't change. So the matchmaking process is still the same. You will meet with ladies who match your criteria of the search, who were preselected for you after the numerous interviews, and who showed interest in you. So all these factors together give you really good chances to meet someone special and to build a relationship. So this our standard didn't change, and especially including the fact that we have a very good quality female base now, and we have a big female base now of female members from different countries. So really the process became easier from this side.
Katerina,
So
I want to add something. I want to add that within last several years, I have started taking coaching, female coaching clients. And Alessia, our psychologist, she works with ladies as a psychologist, and they can buy consultations and counselors. So she does that, and it's not a secret. So she has her practice. And I have started taking ladies as coaching, dating coaching clients. And I really like it when we introduce our matchmaking client to our coaching client. Why? Because they get all the tips and all the advice. Because coaching prior to the date, yes, if she is a database member, she gets this like 30-40 minutes of coaching with Alessia, with myself, but it's not the same as, for example, working for several months or for several weeks, like twice per week or once per week on your dating strategy. And our matchmaking clients, they can tell the difference. And they are meeting someone who has been through dating coaching and someone who hasn't. because it's a different attitude. What dating coaching can give you, it can give you a different perspective on dating, different attitude to it. You will see it in different way, and of course you can learn several tricks how to be better at flirting, at approaching ladies, at building communication, at texting, at complimenting the ladies. But it gives you another perspective. You saw dating one way, and now you see that there are like many colors, many new flavors. So it is different. So I really like this, and I wanted to add that what we do now, yes, of course, it's not for everyone, because for many people, like the big part of this adventure was to actually travel to Ukraine, and our old clients know that we were meeting them at the airport, and then all you had to do was just show up and go on dates, and we would take care of the rest, like booking the restaurants and doing everything. Like right now, we don't book restaurants, and we don't meet you at the airport because, for example, now one of our clients is having dates in Germany. The other is actually flying to New York to meet his match. She is in New York, he is in another state. So we had clients traveling to Barcelona, to Switzerland, to London, UK to meet the matches, flying to Dubai to meet the ladies. So lots of different destinations. So I can tell that people who choose us, they are frequent travelers. Usually they like traveling, so they have experience in traveling. So pretty much if you have never traveled before, on the one hand, it can be tricky. On the other hand, it can give you a great reason to actually combine traveling and romance, because you will have a reason to fly. Some people, they want to start traveling, but they just don't have a reason to fly to Europe. And now you will have a reason to, let's say, fly to Prague to meet the lady, and you will have the dates, and you can plan with her what you will see, what you will do. Of course, the date should be your number one priority. So it is very specific, it is very niche. And I think with every year, since Alisa became our important part of our team 8 years ago, like every year we gravitate towards psychological approach more and more, and we concentrate on coaching and psychology. And I have written and published 5 books about relationship, love, marriage, flirt, building communication, quality communication. So we navigate towards quality relationships. When people, even still now, we sometimes get requests like, where can I see the photos? Like, for example, I had this consultation the other day with the Ukrainian speaking man who lives in Western Europe for years already. And he was like, where can I see the gallery? And I've told him that on Tinder, there you can see a gallery of pictures, and you don't have to pay for it. And you can just scroll, and you can brush your ego with the idea that all these women want to date you. No, we don't do galleries. And we can change your dating mindset. We can help you really live through the most romantic adventure of your life, like to travel, to meet a beautiful lady, to build a relationship, to create a really romantic setting, really romantic base for your relationship. But again, a lot will depend on you, whether you are ready to work as a team, because when we start working with each client, we tell that now we work as a team. You, our psychologists, our matchmakers, our managers, like everybody is working on your success. We will fulfill our part of the deal, but you have to fulfill yours. You have to actually listen to our tips and advice. You have to listen to our experience. You have to actually implement what we are telling you. Because if you will do it your old way, if you will bring all your dating mistakes, all your wrong attitudes, perceptions with you, all your experiences with you, you will get same results.
Yes, if you want to get a new result, you have to do things in another way. So if you hire the matchmaker, it will be not too smart to continue your dating, using your dating strategy that you have used for many years before. So if you try this new experience, then stay open-minded and implement, even if you think that, oh, these tools, they don't work, they sound not serious, but you have hired the team of specialists who introduces couples for almost 16 years already. So
In September, it
why,
will be 16 years.
so
Katerina,
why
can
not?
you believe it?
Of course, it's difficult to believe in such numbers. So why not to try it another way? If you already on this way, you're already trying it, you have already hired this professional team. So in our opinion, we give you all the necessary basic information to build the successful relationship. A lot depends on you, that's true. But if you use and implement all that we give you, your chances to be successful are really high.
This video is getting quite long. I think we should wrap it up here. Please let us know in the comments below if you have actually managed to watch it till the very end. Don't forget to press like, to actually subscribe to our channel, because we create this content for you for 8+ years already. So all your feedback, all your comments, all your likes, we truly cherish it. Also, if you like our content, please consider becoming a sponsor. You can press the link below this video and support our channel. And also you will get access to additional hidden videos that we have filmed specially for our dear sponsors. I also will leave the link to our TikTok videos, to our Instagram, and of course our emails and request form if you want to request the first free consultation with the matchmaker. We are currently working on updating our website, so hopefully in 4 or 5 weeks we will be able to present to you our new website with the new matchmaking process. Because you know what, when you are busy accumulating a database, scheduling the dates, getting the feedback, creating new videos, you kind of forget that you have to update the website too, because it has to be up to date with what you do now. So we are guilty of ignoring that, but we will do better. We will update it. And of course, we will be happy to see you watching our videos. We try to share with you new content every week. So the least you can do to show us that you actually appreciate all these videos and the content is a like, a subscription, and maybe a heart or a thank you in the comments, or a question. It will make us really, really happy.
And of course, if you still have any questions about the matchmaking process or how we work now, you can always email us them, and we will be happy to help you and to answer them.
Thank you so much for watching this one till the end. We will see you in the next one.
Bye.